without further ado, on to today's episode.
What's
Hello,
going on,
and welcome to the
everybody? I hope
RealRam
y'all
fam.
paying attention
I'm
out
Mitchell.
there. So today I got my panel going on, talking to some fitness coaches. I got Courtney Mitchell with me. Hopefully y'all out there on Facebook, y'all going to grab Albert Smith Jit. Y'all going to get him. Y'all know he's supposed to be out here with us. So if y'all got some questions for us dealing with fitness, y'all please be sure to go ahead and drop those in the comments. So today we're going to go ahead and start off. Courtney Mitchell, if you go ahead and introduce yourself for the people.
Absolutely. Hi, everybody. My name is Courtney Mitchell, and I'm a health and fitness coach. I am also an Air Force veteran. I served for, we were just talking about this, I served for 7 years, 6 months, and 2 days. I am the mom of one beautiful baby boy. My husband is currently in the Air Force. I have 3 fur babies, and I really love what I do being a health and fitness coach. I love helping women and other people get back to themselves and be and truly live their best life.
All right. And how long did you serve in the Air Force?
7 years, 6 months, and 2 days. Girl.
All right. And how long have you been doing fitness coaching, and actually what made you decide to do that?
Absolutely. So I've been doing fitness coaching for about a year, but I was a bodybuilder before this. In my early 20s, I started bodybuilding just as a way to stay active and stay fit, but I really didn't take it too serious. I was truly the laziest bodybuilder. When I tell you, girl, I do not like working out. I don't like my heart rate being high. I don't like anything, but I like to look good. So I actually competed on stage and all of that good stuff. And then I got pregnant. And I got pregnant at 27. So, you know, the older you get, the harder it is to lose weight. And I gained a lot of weight with my son. I was
27 is not old.
Girl, that pregnancy did something to my body. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But I was 118 pounds when I got pregnant, and I was 160 when I delivered. So, and I stayed at 160 up until my son was about a year old. I stayed there, so I had no idea how to get the weight off. And to be completely honest and transparent, my husband got deployed, and I was heavy, and my son was starting to walk, and I was having heart palpitations because I couldn't breathe. And I, you know, looking back at Facebook memories and photos, like, how did I go from this to this? And how do I get back to that without being stringent? So I went to go visit one of my good friends, Jennifer. We actually went to tech school together, and she has 2 kids, and she looks great, and she's like living life, and she's not super tired. And I was, well, what is she doing? What is she doing? And how can I get what she has? So she introduced me to Beachbody, and I've been doing it ever since. And I completely fell in love, completely. So
Beachbody was what? Was that got you into the weightlifting, or that just got you more into the total fitness?
So that got me into health and fitness coaching. So I'm partnered with Beachbody as a health and fitness coach. And I started just for the discount because we have like super delicious stuff, but it can be a little bit pricey, just depending on how you look at it. And so I decided to sign up as a coach purely for the discount because I like to save all of my coins. And then it was after I started to lose the weight, because my husband was supposed to get home in February, and I signed up in November. So I had about 2.5, 3 months to really lose 32 pounds. Okay. So I needed to lose it because my husband was gone. He came there. I wanted him to come back, and I'll be like, bow. So I had to get it together. But then I fell in love. I completely fell in love with everything because they teach you like how to eat, the right things to eat, why you're eating the way that you're eating, and the community is just amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So start us off. In the beginning, when a person wants to lose weight, right? Because ultimately that was your goal. You had a certain amount of weight that you wanted to lose.
Yes.
When your focus is strictly losing the weight, what is the 1 to 3 top things that you need to do?
When it comes to losing weight, the top 3 things you should do. Okay, first, you got to get moving. because you cannot out-train a crappy diet. So you got to get moving and you got to get your nutrition together. You got to eat vegetables and you got to drink water. I think that those are the top 3 things: water, vegetables, and get moving.
Okay. Does it differ? That's a very good standard answer. So that means there's no difference between a man and a woman, correct?
Correct. Now you have where women and men carry their fat a little bit differently. So the method for losing weight will be the same, but you'll see the weight loss differently, men versus women. Like when I start to gain, I gain in my butt. I gain in my thighs and I gain in my stomach. Now my husband, when he starts to gain weight, he just gains in his stomach. Everything else stays the same. Yeah. And so when I start to lose weight, I lose my chest first. Then I start to lose my butt. Then my stomach goes down. And my husband is just his stomach. So
Interesting.
Yes.
Lose it in your chest first.
Girl. And it doesn't help. I'm still nursing. My son is 2 and I'm still a breastfeeding mom. So, you lose a lot of volume in your tatas.
Yeah.
From nursing.
Okay, so let's follow that, right? Because we know that breastfeeding helps to reduce the stomach quickly.
Absolutely.
Okay, so a lot of us want to lose that stomach. So, how can we quickly lose that stomach? Like first, I don't want to do the sit-ups.
I don't want to do that. Anybody who tells you that you can lose weight, in one particular section is lying to you. It's not possible. There are different exercises that you can do for different conditions, like, and forgive me, I know I'm going to butcher this, but it's like diastasis recti or something like that, where you have the separation in your abs. I definitely had that, but you can help bring that together with certain exercises, but you can't just focus on one area at a time. But nutrition is key. I promise you. Abs are made in the kitchen. And it's not just boiled chicken and lettuce, y'all. You can have delicious food and it not be nasty.
Abs are made in the kitchen, huh?
Abs are made in the kitchen. They are.
Okay. So that's funny.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so vegetables. It's always what we're told to do is eat green leafy vegetables because of all the nutrients and all the good stuff that it can do for you. Go out and go get some sun. So if we keep it in 100, all those green leafy vegetables is going to give you gas.
Absolutely.
We don't want the gas, and the gas is going to keep you bloated, and therefore you can't lose the stomach. So tell us tell us how to combat that. I'm thinking that that's the key why you're supposed to drink so much water, but I don't know.
So vegetables have fiber in them, and fiber is the most important part of GI health. You don't want to get bloated. You don't want to be. And I had a lot of issues with constipation. Like I would only go to the bathroom once or twice every week or so, and now I go. I'm regular now. I go twice a day now, like I'm supposed to. And it's because I'm eating those vegetables. I'm drinking my water. I need to do better with my water. I'm not gonna lie. We keeping it real. So I'm a coach, but I don't drink as much water as I probably should. But as far as getting some of that bloat down, pay attention to which vegetables you're eating, because that will help you figure out how your body reacts to different things. So like for me, cabbage, I can't do cabbage, but I can do kale. And kale is a little bit better for me than cabbage. And my body likes kale more than cabbage. But yeah, and so like my husband can't do like a copious amounts of broccoli. He just can't do it. He can't do it, but I can eat broccoli all day long. I don't have any issues with bloating or gas or anything like that. But it just depends on, what vegetable you can eat, and you just got to pay attention. It's just like when you're nursing, process of elimination. Well, I mean, that's really what it is. Like one of our nutrition programs is it's all about mindset. It's all about changing how you feel about food and changing your relationship with food.
Yeah.
And it forces you to be cognizant of the things that you put in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to. It's just like, you know, when you're nursing and you have a really, really fussy baby, and, you know, you got to eliminate certain things from your bodies or from your diet so that you can see, you know, what is causing my child to have this much upset. You got to do the same thing with you. You got to take care of you.
Yeah. Yeah. But there ain't that many green leafy vegetables. So if you eat them and they all giving you gas,
you just eat something else. So, I mean, like green beans are good. If you can't do like raw kale, cook it. Cook spinach. What else? Bok choy is good. And so you got to also go into different cultures and not stay so much into like what is typical for us to eat, because there's so many other vegetables out there like eggplant. What other spaghetti squash? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I just learned about spaghetti squash. It is delicious. It is so good. But there's so many other vegetables out there. So if you can't do the green leafy vegetables, do something else.
Yeah. I started a spaghetti squash a long time ago to replace noodles. But then you know, once we left America for a short time, it got too expensive. So I'm trying to come back to eating spaghetti squash again. Okay. Next. What can you pair? Nope. Rephrase that. What do you think are the body parts that you should pair together? Like, what do you do on the same day?
So typically what I do, and I follow a program. So I'm not making up my own programs or anything like that. But typically you want to do, like if you're doing legs, you don't want to do like legs back to back. So you don't want to, like, let's say I wouldn't do bicep and triceps on the same day, because that you can get a lot of injuries that way of like overuse. And especially if you're baby stepping your way into a fitness program, you don't want to do too many of the same muscle groups all together. So like maybe do back and bis, or like legs and abs, or like just back, because just back has like chest, it has back, it has arms, it has a little bit of everything. So big groups mixed with smaller groups, but not too close together. Otherwise you're at risk for injury.
The aerobic with weight or body workout. Is it recommended that you do the aerobic activity before or after?
It depends on what you like. So for me personally, in the summer, and my dog is actually on a weight loss journey too. Shout out to my dog Jax. He's a chocolate lab. He was 104 pounds and now he's 75 pounds, which is exactly where he's supposed to weigh. But in the summertime, when I was trying to help him lose his weight, I would, first thing in the morning, before I even had time to talk myself out of it, I didn't, like, my feet hit the ground, where I'm getting my son in his stroller, my dog's leash is on, and we are going outside. And I didn't run him because he couldn't run. Like, he could barely make it like halfway across the block. So it was just something simple like that. And that's enough for someone who is new. That's enough just to get their feet wet. But then I would just say, and we're trying to keep it PG, it just depends on, you know, what you want to do first, because it's the morning. So it just it depends on what you want to do first.
Yeah. First of all, I totally neglected to say congratulations in your beginning of losing the weight and then keeping it off.
Thank you.
So that's definitely a testimony.
Yes.
That we all need to share and congratulate you for.
Thank you.
So let's talk diet. I've been looking at your IG and seeing what you're doing. Just share a little bit, more about diet.
Absolutely.
Do you have any tips and favorites or whatever?
Yes. So I don't think that your diet should be restrictive. I don't. Let me start with this. I don't believe in the word diet. I feel like when you say I'm on a diet, you're already setting yourself up for failure, because you cheat on diets. Like, this is my cheat day, this is my cheat meal, instead of having the mindset of, this is what I'm doing to better my body, this is what I'm doing to fuel my body, and that's okay. And if I decide to have a cheeseburger this day, I just had a cheeseburger. I didn't cheat. I'm rewarding myself for a job well done. And then you just pay attention to how that cheeseburger made your body feel. Like, I realized I can't drink anymore. I just turned 30, and I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning every morning just to get my mind in the right place, spend a little bit of alone time before my son is all over me and is rambunctious about the day. But I just feel like diet is so very important, because you really can't out train a crappy diet. It's really easy to sneak extra vegetables in. You said you've been watching my IG story, so you saw the blender where you have your pre-prepped frozen vegetables and you put them in a blender and then you like put it in meat or something. That's an excellent way to get in more vegetables. I think that meal prep is so important. I would not be able to be successful without my meal prep. So every Sunday or Saturday, I buy a bunch of vegetables and I go ahead and chop them up and I individually freeze them in freezer bags. That saves me so much time during the weekday. I'm tired. I don't feel like cooking. My husband doesn't want to cook. And it's so easy to just like, babe, can you just grab some Hardee's on the way home? There's a Hardee's right up the street. Can you just please? Like, the baby can eat chicken nuggets. It's fine. It's cool. But if there's already chopped up vegetables in the freezer, it makes it so much easier to have, even if it's just like grilled chicken and a vegetable. It's so much better for me than just picking up that 1,200 calorie meal from Hardee's. So much better. So much better.
When you freeze your vegetables, do you just put it in like one Ziploc bag, 2 Ziploc bags? Like, what do you do? Because I have done that.
So it depends on my vegetables. So like, say I'm cutting up like onions or something, because I can't cook. Like, I know the food that I make looks like I can cook. I cannot. Girl, let me tell you, my husband would be eating boiled chicken and like noodles every day if it was just left up to me. I cannot cook. But like, so for the recipes, a lot of times they'll give like specific measurements. So for my onions, for my white onions, I'll go ahead and chop up a cup of onions and I'll individually freeze that Ziploc bag, but it's white onions. Now my purple onions, I use those a little more sparingly. So there's actually a trick. You cut out your vegetables or your fruit or whatever, you lay it on some parchment paper, and then you put it in a pan in the freezer. You leave it there for a few hours, and then it's individualized instead of it being a solid block. And then that way you can just get what you need at a time. But like for my zucchini, I just bag a whole zucchini. Like, I'll cut it up, and that's just a serving of vegetables right there. My bell pepper, just cut up one bell pepper, put it in a Ziploc bag, because that's a serving of vegetables. So it just depends.
Parchment paper.
Yes. So it's for girl, it's wonderful. I love my parchment paper. There's so many things that I didn't realize about cooking until I started cooking, because I don't cook.
Well, everybody on my Facebook, almost everybody on my Facebook, they know who's the real chef of my house, and that's my husband.
Girl,
I've just been keeping us alive all
like,
these
I don't
years.
understand. Like, my husband can just put stuff together and it's delicious. Let me try to do it.
I'll follow a recipe in a minute. Now, my husband, he got the souls and the spirits, talking to him. He just be throwing stuff together.
Exactly. Like, when does my ancestors, they don't talk to me. They don't never say stop. I don't never get the feeling. Girl, I'm not able. But that just goes to tell you that recipes are where it's at. I don't have time to figure it out.
Yeah. No, the thing is, though, with the freezing of the vegetables and stuff, is that what I've been come across is when you unfreeze it, even if it's pre-measured, they're all soggy. So, like, do you have a trick for that?
Oh, yes. Just run the water off. So what I do, like with my bell peppers, so I'll have, like, say I have them in a Ziploc bag. I'll just empty the water out and then I'll cook it, or I'll like squeeze the extra water out just a little bit and then I'll cook it and they're still crispy. Like they still have a little bit of a crunch to it. That's the trick. The trick is to not cook it in its water, to empty out the water and just squeeze it out just a little bit. And it's also cheaper. It's so much cheaper when you go ahead and cut up your stuff versus buying it at the store. Like a bunch of bananas is like $3 or $4 maybe on the high end if they're organic. But a bag of pre-sliced bananas that's like 16 ounces is like $6 or $7. When you could have just sliced up your own bananas, put them on parchment paper. It takes a little bit of work, but it'll save you $4. And that's, I mean, that's $4 might not be like a lot of money, but it's a lot. It's my $4.
It is when you got a lot of kids.
Exactly. Like that's my
my thing is just when I do that is I still feel like I wasted because the vegetables, you know, they're all watery now and they're not crispy anymore.
So that's just what I do. And they still have a bit of a crunch to them, but we don't throw anything away. Nothing gets thrown away. So my leftover vegetable scraps, like the ends of my vegetables, I have in a Ziploc bag in my freezer because I'm going to make my own vegetable broth at some point when I get more vegetables. Those soggy vegetables, you can make dishes with them. So like make a lasagna that has bell peppers in it or like mixed in spinach or something like that. You can always use your vegetables or make it into a smoothie. You can always add like cauliflower has absolutely no taste in a smoothie, but it'll thicken it up. Cauliflower is a great way to add in extra vegetables. You can add it into mac and cheese. You can make cauliflower rice. Like there's nothing that you can't do with cauliflower. It's one of like, in my opinion, it's one of the most versatile vegetables. Like I make an ice cream out of cauliflower and cashews and it is delicious.
What?
Yes. It is A1. It has cashews, cauliflower, maple syrup, and vanilla extract, and I think like a little bit of salt. And it doesn't sound like it would be super tasty, but all you taste is the maple syrup and the vanilla extract, and it has the consistency of ice cream. And then if you really feeling fancy, add you a little bit of baker's cocoa in there and make it into chocolate. It's divine.
Not chocolate. You can have that.
My husband is a chocolate lover. You sprinkle chocolate on anything and he'll eat it. But girl, yes, cauliflower is one of the most versatile vegetables. Love it.
Okay. I think that one over. Got a lot of chopped up cauliflower right now. Okay, so I'll just come up with some questions.
Okay, let's do it.
So, for those who want to get started moving, but it's cold outside and Corona is going on, what's your advice?
Well, it being cold outside and the pandemic is not a reason to not move. There's all types of things that you can do in your home, even if you don't want to do like an at-home fitness program. If that's not something that you're ready for, me and my dog will run outside. And I know like just put a sweater on. Your heart rate will get up. You'll start sweating real soon. It won't be too cold for too long, I promise. If you don't have weights, cans, jugs of milk or water, or if you have like a really big bag of rice, there's so many things that you can do. You can do body weight exercises, but if you are one of those people who, you know, you don't know what to do, because I find that with a lot of people, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to start, where to begin, anything like that. I would say, ask for help. Ask for someone to hold you accountable. I would say sign up for Beachbody. I mean, I think that I stand behind that company and stand behind the products that they make. And even if I wasn't a coach with them, I would still stand behind the things that they do, because I've done extensive research, because I'm a nursing mom. I don't put anything in my mouth without knowing where it came from. Is it locally sourced? Is it organic? Like, I'm one of those moms. So I am very detailed about the things that I put in my body. But for those people who just don't know just do anything. Anything is better than nothing. Truly, anything is better than nothing. Most of our diseases and illnesses are because we're not getting in the adequate amount of nutrients. Most of us are nutrient. We just don't.
Yeah.
Yes. But it was losing me. But yeah, most of us are nutrient deficient, and we don't even know, and that's why we're angry. That's why we have anxiety. A lot of issues, like psychological issues, and I don't want to get in trouble with anybody because I am not a medical professional anymore. But if you look it up, a lot of those stuff comes from your gut health. So I know, like, when I'm super anxious, my stomach is upset. Like, it doesn't matter what's going on, my stomach is upset. And so get into nutrition, ask for help, have someone hold you accountable, get moving, because something is better than nothing. Yeah. Always. Something is better than nothing. So even if you're like, have a dance party. If you have kids, have a dance party. Throw on some music, YouTube, Alexa, your cell phone, your speaker, your boombox, whatever you have, throw on some music and have a dance party. Have fun. Working out doesn't have to be where you're just weightlifting, or it can be fun. You can dance, you can do yoga, you can box. There's so many things that you can do.
Yeah. Well, we got a decade between us. So I was watching well, I started doing this workout with this lady on YouTube and some other people, and you know, dance, doing some dance. So I was like, okay, let me try to go take it back a little bit. Ooh wee. Boy, once you stopped and you had these kids, boy, I tried to go back and act like I was still in the 90s and trying to. No, sir.
Girl.
No, sir. I was like, yeah. When I was young and dancing all day and dancing all night, yeah, I was in shape. I was trying to work on them thighs and that butt.
Girl, so this busted challenge that's going around, I tried to do it. I was like, look, I don't have mega knees, okay? I cannot. I am not able. But dancing is such a great workout, and it's fun. It's something that, like, even if it's just like 5 minutes, it's something that will make you smile. It's something, it increases your, who doesn't like to dance? Yeah. That's such a great way. I love that. Yeah. I'm trying to, well, okay, I'm not gonna say I'm trying. I said that I'm gonna work on the stomach and squat or thighs and butt, but yeah, but definitely I think dance will definitely, you know, be the way to get there. So next, so first way to get you moving, we just talked about how to get moving. Yes. Body weight as a form of working out. Now I know that burpees is definitely one of those full body weight exercises. I can't stand burpees. So tell us why we should change our minds to try to do burpees. Question 1. And then question 2, is there an alternative that does the same thing? Okay, I am not a big fan of burpees. We did them a lot in the military, and I absolutely hate them. I feel like they are stupid. Like, why are we getting down? Why are we jumping back up? Like, this is a lot. Like, I don't know about you and how your body is set up after you had your kids, but I had all types of issues with peeing on myself after my son. I don't have time to be... Anyway, I think that burpees are dumb. However, I guess they're kind of a necessary evil. So if you are, there are so many other exercises besides burpees for body weight. Like, you can do tricep dips on the side of your bed, or a bench or something, like push-ups, wall push-ups, squats, lunges, walking lunges. There's so many things, but specifically burpees, I hate them. If you have to do them, if you have like joint issues or back pain or something like that, I would say instead of like, take your time. So get down on the floor. I wish there was room for it so I could show you, but get down on the floor, step your feet back instead of jumping back. And then, first of all, if you have any shoulder issues, don't do it. Do not do this if you have shoulder issues. But Step your legs back, do the push-up, step your legs back in, make sure you are using your abs, and then stand up, put your hands up, and you did a burpee. And I feel like there should be a modified version for every workout, because everybody's fitness level is a little bit different.
Are mountain climbers an alternative to burpees, or is that a totally different thing?
That is a totally different exercise. They work similar muscles. Mountain climbers are straight shoulders and abs. Straight shoulders and abs. Like in the burpee, you're only in the plank position for a split second, versus mountain climbers, you have to hold that plank position. And that's a lot of ab strength. And that's a lot of upper body strength as well. And then you're moving, which is, that's lower abs. So you want to know how to get those abs back together? Mountain climbers is one of the ways to get those abs back together. But those get your heart rate up high, super high. I like mountain climbers.
They're pretty good for the butt too, ain't it?
Actually, no. They really don't do a whole lot for your legs. Not a whole lot. Burpees do more for your legs just because of the up and down. But there's not a real good way to modify mountain climbers other than just don't go as fast versus a burpee. There's a significant difference when you're modifying the burpee versus the mountain climber. Okay. But mountain climbers are good. There's so many things for your butt to help grow your butt. Like this program that I'm doing right now, there is no leg day. There's no leg day. I'm starting week 3 and my butt has grown an inch in 3 weeks. And I'm fairly petite. I don't have a big butt. I was flat before this because I swear kids just suck everything out. They just redistribute things everywhere. Anyway, I had a flat butt. I don't anymore, and I'm really excited about my booty gains.
Okay, congratulations on your butt.
Thank you.
I need to work on mine a little bit. My son won't let me do any of those challenges on TikTok. But
you got to watch it. I got in the bed. I got in the bed. There was no way. My husband would lose his mind. He is very conservative.
No, I don't know what my husband would say. He probably won't say too much or nothing. We too old for all that. That'll be me. Like, nah, you can't be on there doing all that stuff. I'm possessive. I'm real possessive.
He's super conservative. He would be like he was cool with the My Busted challenge, but the original, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness. Okay, what's another good fitness question?
We could talk about New Year's resolutions.
The length of time, huh?
I said we could talk about New Year's resolutions.
Sure.
But you said length of time.
Yeah.
So according to the American Heart Association, you need to have increased heart rate for 30 minutes. At least exercising for 30 minutes a day will significantly reduce your chances for heart disease and other cardiac problems. So I'm going to go with at least 30 minutes. At least 30 minutes of some type of aerobic activity is sufficient. When I was a gym junkie, when I was bodybuilding, I spent at least 2.5 hours every day in the gym working out every day. And now my current program is 30 minutes from start to finish, but it's only 18 minutes of actual work. So for 18 minutes, I am busting my butt and my heart rate is high and I'm sweating and I'm dripping and I'm tired. But after those 18 minutes, it's done. It's done and I can go on with the rest of my day. So at least 30 minutes of activity is sufficient. But then that's where your nutrition comes in. Because it doesn't matter if you can be working out like every day, constantly in the gym, but if you are not fueling your body with the right stuff, you won't see any improvement. Your waist will stay the same, your weight will stay the same, your clothes will continue to fit the same, and you'll get frustrated and flustered. And that's actually why, that's actually why New Year's resolutions don't work. Circle. That is a circle. Shapes.
Hey, and hey.
What are you gonna do? You say hello? Shakes. Shakes? Go ask Daddy for shake. Can you close the door? But that's actually, that's why New Year's resolutions don't work. Bye-bye, baby. I love you.
So cute. He was nice and quiet with it.
He was. He always is. He real girl. I got to figure out how to get him out of my bed because he's so sneaky. I don't ever know that he's in my bed until I'm getting up in the morning, and he's just snuggled up right in between me and my husband. Like, how did you get in here, and how did I not know?
But he's the only one, right?
He's two.
No, he's the only one.
Yeah, he's the only one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you good. You good.
Girl. He keep getting in the bed, he gonna continue to be the only one.
That's what you think. That's what you think. That's what you think. That's four of them. He'll go away eventually.
Be still my heart, Jesus. I think I'm good with two. I think after the next one, I'm gonna be good.
Yes, that's what we said. But New Year's resolutions. Have people shared their resolutions with you?
Absolutely. People share their New Year's resolutions with me a lot, and most of the time it's I want to get healthy. I want to lose 30 pounds. And typically when you have a specific weight loss goal, you're not in it for the journey. You're not in it to get healthy. You are in it specifically for weight loss. And so once you reach that goal, you're like, what now? Versus, and I think that's the difference between when people succeed versus when they don't. Mm-hmm. If you just want to be healthy, like if you just want to get healthier, like my New Year's resolution last year was to be the healthiest version of myself, inside and out. And so physically that looked like getting back down to where I need to be. And it wasn't so much of how much weight I want to lose. It was more so of, I just want to fit into my underwear again, because underwear is expensive and no one talks about that. But let's talk about how like cute underwear is like $4 or $5 per pair, and that's if you get the cheap version, and that's no matching bra. I just wanted to fit back into my underwear. I mean, shallow and superficial, but that was important to me.
Yeah.
Versus, those people who, I just wanted to get healthier. And so I did personal development, and I really dug inside myself and figured out my toxic traits, because we have them. And so when my husband was deployed, I was going through a really, really, really rough time. I was actually suicidal. I didn't have a really good support system. I had postpartum depression, and I was overweight. And so it's just like those little things were like, okay, I have this. I don't want to look at myself naked in the mirror, and my panties don't fit. Like, come on, Jesus. So yeah. I think that when you already know that it's a journey, you set yourself up for success versus wanting immediate gratification of, well, I'm just going to stop when I lose my 30 pounds. So like, I've lost the weight, but I'm not going to stop now. I'm still pushing. I'm still, seeing how far I can push my body, trying to be the best mentor I can be, trying to be the best coach that I can be so I can help my people. But to answer your question, yes, I get a lot of people telling me about their New Year's resolutions.
Hey, that was the perfect answer. I mean, hey, it was honest.
It was.
So, but and that led me to the thought that we probably need to look at New Year's resolutions differently, right? Because like you said, I just want to lose, 30 pounds, 5 pounds or whatever. Mm-hmm. That should not be your goal for the year.
Absolutely. If it's taking you if it's taking you a year to lose 30 pounds, you are doing something wrong. And I will help you.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it probably, it definitely starts there. It starts in the mind.
Absolutely.
Definitely. So one, finding some people to hold you accountable and all that, but your goal got to be like a good goal.
Yes.
Diet. So then what comes after that?
Continuing to stay motivated, because there are days that I don't want to work out. I don't work out every day. I only work out 5 days a week. But, you know, some of those days, my
You
son
just
is
say
in my bed and he's kicking me in my face and I'm tired. And, you know, you always have reasons or excuses as to why you don't. 'Cause it's an excuse.
Mine is not an excuse. Mine is a reason.
What's your reason?
I'm tired. It's cold.
That's an excuse. Your reason why you are working out has to overpower whatever excuse you have. Like my period is on, and this is my first one since that, but it's not though, because mine lasts a week. This is my first one, so I don't know how long this is gonna last. If I said, well, I'm just gonna take it easy and I'm just gonna do whatever and give in to my cravings and not work out because I don't want to. I'm hurting, I'm in pain. I don't want to do this. This is dumb. Like, I can just chill today. But if I chill today, I know for myself, I'm lazy. We talked about it. I'm real lazy. So I know that if I don't do it today and today's not my rest day, I'm not doing it tomorrow. Yeah. But then my son looks up to me and he'll actually ask me, Mama, work out now? And he looks forward to that time because it's like we dance together. We have a dance party. We make a big thing out of it. I tell him, like, are you ready? And he's ready, Freddie. And so we make it a thing. And so he's my accountability partner. He will definitely let me know if I am not doing it enough. He will.
Them kids will do it for you.
Girl, yes. I'm glad that he is 2 and he's not older, because he could be like, Mama, now you was eating all them snacks during Christmas and Thanksgiving. I saw you had I saw it. I seen it. You gonna work out today? Like, I'm just glad that he's not at that stage yet, because that's mom shaming.
Yes. So I don't know if you saw my IG. So I got a 16, 14, 7, and 5.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, depending on like whatever we talking about, like, yeah, my 7-year-old son, that's the one. Girl. He'll be like, Mama, you gonna do this today? Mom, you gonna do this? I'm like, okay, you know what? You're right. Then my daughter, she's the 5-year-old, the only girl. She'll be like, little cute one, like, Mama, you gonna turn it on to whatever and we gonna do this today? Okay, you're right. But yeah, but that 16-year-old, yeah, he'll be the one. Now, Mama, you know that you were supposed to be doing the
Exactly.
Yeah.
But motivation is everything, because motivation is dedication beats motivation every time.
Yeah. And so, people don't realize how quickly kids watch you to form a routine. They catch on and like, that's it. This is mama this. Oh yeah. So the morning motivations, right? You do some, I do some. I don't share them all, but I've started. I say some to my children every morning, except on Saturdays. And my 7-year-old, yeah, he hold me accountable. He was like, Mama, what's the word for today?
Hey,
Mama, what's the word for today? I was like, dude, I did. Okay, I know.
I like that.
I know. So for those who don't have children or a dog to keep them motivated every day,
what do they
what
do?
Would be your suggestion to get them out of falling into their excuses?
Okay, here is where we get super real, and it's a truth bomb. Yep. If you do not have any kids and you don't have anybody to motivate you and keep you accountable to yourself, just think about how many obese family members you have. And realize that while obesity is a disease, it is a preventable disease. Think about how many people you know have type 2 diabetes, how many people you know have lost toes and sensations or have lost their lives to diabetic complications. There are so many illnesses. Like I was just talking to my husband about legacy. And for me, my legacy isn't like money. It isn't It isn't any of those things. My legacy for me is the fact that I know that my son, or at least I feel like I know that my son won't die of a heart attack. He won't die of, cardiac disease. If he can prevent it, I know that that's something that I can instill into him, and he can teach his children to be healthier. And I just want my next generations, the people that come from me long after I'm dead and gone, I want them to be healthy. I want my babies to be okay. Like, I want to look up in heaven and know that my family is not suffering unnecessarily because I didn't teach them how to be healthy. Like, we teach our kids how to do their finances. We teach them how to be responsible with cars. But do we teach them how to be responsible with their food? Because food addiction is real and people have all types of coping mechanisms. And I would say for those who are lacking motivation, you don't want to die a slow, long, lonely, painful death from those types of issues when it's just as simple as, let me just follow the serving sizes on these chips. I'm not saying don't eat the chips. I'm just saying don't eat the whole bag. And so so that's what I would say. But definitely have someone do it with you. Everybody got a friend. Everybody got somebody. Everybody has somebody that wants to get healthier. So grab your friend, do it together. Make this a thing. Like, if you lose 20 pounds by this date, let's have a pizza, or I'll give you $20 or whatever, or I'll take this trip, or I'll reward myself with this scantily clad photo shoot to celebrate, what, because it's an accomplishment that it takes a lot of determination. It takes not giving up on yourself. It takes not quitting on you for you to be successful with consistently losing weight. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's hard. But waking up in the morning and hating yourself is hard too. Waking up and not wanting to look at your naked body because you don't like what you see. And that was my personal experience. That's hard too. And so, yes, working out is hard. And yes, eating better is hard, but so is that. And so you just have to pick your heart. You got to pick what you want to struggle at.
Facts. I can't say that any better. Those are facts.
They are.
Yeah.
Truth sucks, man.
You're making me want to go down some mental health path, but I'm not going to do that. Today is about physical fitness.
You know what? I'm also studying psychology, so if that's where you wanted to go, let's go.
No. Not on Facebook. They know. I think that's enough said right there. Do you have any other closing remarks? Because that was a good closing remark. Any other closing remarks?
I would just say, don't quit on yourself. For all the moms out there who think that no one sees you, someone sees you. For those people who are working out every day and putting in the work, I see you. I might not know you personally, but I see you got this. Keep going. Do not quit on yourself. Mamas, take care of yourself. Self-care is a thing, even if it's just 10 minutes. 10 minutes where you're not being touched, where nobody needs you, you're not anybody's mom, you're not anybody's wife. Just 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes to yourself. Take it. It's important. If you can find the time to fit a dance party in, take it, get moving, do whatever you can so that you can live a long life for your babies.
Yeah. It's good. So what we did not do before I let you go for the day. Is my share screen working? Okay, so my new introduction is to talk about birth order. Can you see this?
I can.
Okay, so I am my mother's only child and my father's second of three. Where do you fall in your birth order?
Oh man, I am the first and first.
First. So these are supposed to be the characteristics. Does that happen to fit you?
Ooh, I would have to say yes. I am all of these things, except responsible. I'm not responsible.
You don't.
Girl, I have asthma, and I can never find my inhaler. So, that's another thing. I work out every day, and I have asthma. And I can never find my inhaler. I am not responsible at all. I have no idea where my card is. I don't have any idea where my license is. I am not responsible at all. My husband has to keep on all of that stuff. But everything else, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Honesty, right?
Well, then my next question. So to having breakfast at your house, are we gonna have pancakes or are we gonna have waffles?
Oh, waffles.
Waffles.
Okay. The little squares hold more syrup. I mean, if I'm gonna have a waffle, I got
that's true. That is true. That is true. That's very much true. But nah, I'm a pancakes girl. Pancakes every time.
Nice.
Every time. So go ahead and tell the people how they can find you and if they want to get your services and all that. Go ahead and type it and I'll share it on the screen.
So I am Courtney Mitchell on Facebook, and I am also I'm Jessica Mitchell. I think 3632 on Instagram. You can email me. So it's courtneyquick, COURTNEY, quick, QUICK, no underscore, at yahoo.com.
Why can't I type?
I don't know.
Can you type in the chat?
What?
Something wrong with my screen.
This is fantastic. They come out. I'm telling you, my mind gets blown daily about these things.
I can use my other Facebook. Okay, Courtney Quick.
Okay.
Oh, you just did it?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh no!
And you know what? I'll give my phone number too. I think that is probably the most effective way to get in touch with me is just to send me a quick text.
Can't post comments on Facebook profile. It's telling me what the.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, be put in the wrong place. For some reason, it ain't letting me do it.
Oh no.
But that's all right. I just found the workaround.
Okay.
And where are you located?
Where you located? Hopefully we get order soon.
Where about in Alabama?
Deatsville. So it's about 30 minutes from Montgomery, about an hour or so away from Birmingham. It's this small. I promise you, like my town is like 5 blocks. It's ridiculously small. But Deatsville, Alabama.